Tonight, you're invited to Brandon as the Central Mississippi Amateur Radio Association hosts its monthly meeting. And this time, it features a major figure in amateur radio who helped put one local television station here in Jackson on the air. That man is Gerald Youngblood. He joins us now along with Dr. Frank Howell of the Central Mississippi Amateur Radio Association. Did I get the name of your organization correct?
Yes, you did.
Thank you both for being here. And these, I was telling Mr. Youngblood here that I had looked into his history a little bit to see what he invented, and I didn't understand any of it. So we'll get to that in a minute. It's something very complicated but very important to all of those and really in the industry. Let me start with you, Dr. Howell. Tell us exactly what you guys do when you get together for an event like this.
Well, amateur radio is probably an old hobby. We've been around at least a century, and people think we're kind of the Herman Munster in the basement, type.
They have ham radios and shortwave radios
but
and that
listen,
kind of thing.
when Michael Haynes tells your listeners that all helicity is breaking loose in the weather, now he's going to explain why that's not a curse word. We're out there as storm spotters looking to see what's going on and where it's going on. And so we're communicating, and the Central Mississippi Amateur Radio Association covers about 5 counties. And we meet in Brandon at the Extension Service Center and the EOC operation. And so we are very, very pleased and honored to have Gerald Youngblood back in town visiting family over Thanksgiving to stay over a day or two and to talk to us about something called software-defined radio and his role in that. And his company is the leading manufacturer and innovator in that. He's going to tell you what that means.
Yeah, what exactly is that?
Well, radio has been around for 100 years,
Sure.
and amateur radio was the original electronic social media, if you think about it.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
In the early days, we talked digitally using Morse code, using our brains to encode and decode. The mathematics behind radio is the same mathematics that can be done in digital. You've moved from analog TV to digital TV. Amateur radio is moving from analog radio to digital radio. And not only can you hear the signals, but you can actually see the signals. And so that's one of the innovations that software-defined radios allow you to do. And we're able to put supercomputer technology effectively into a box that can calculate how to process those signals and make them visual to you as well.
All this sort of is like infrastructure for the rest of us, because you guys, like you were mentioning, in times of a bad storm when all other communications are gone, sometimes it's you guys out there who are spotting the storms, so they're gathering the information that we might present on TV, and you never see these guys or hear them, and to hear how it's becoming digital now with your work, it's all important stuff that you don't see go on, but these guys are very important to what we do.
Well, if you notice a traditional radio with a knob and a number, and you say, hey, I'll turn this knob and I'll see different numbers.
Right.
Gerald's radio system lets you see all the numbers at one time. So you have a chart or a graph, and you can click on a particular signal and go immediately to that. Or in his latest version of his software, you can have multiple receivers.
Wow. Which is music to the ears of folks like you who will be gathering tomorrow.
And tonight.
Tonight, excuse me. And the public's invited?
The public's invited at the Extension Center, 601 Marquette Road, free and open to the public. We'll be there sharp at 7 p.m. and Glenn can meet and greet folks, and he'll be giving a presentation there.
Fantastic. Again, 7 o'clock tonight, and there's the information on your screen, and you can meet Mr. Youngblood here, who, when he was still in college here in town, helped put Channel 16 on the air back in, what, 1970?
70.
And so come back home to talk with the people about what he does now. Fantastic. Good to have you both on. Hope you have a good crowd tonight.
Great. Thank you so much.